that you're watching us from, welcome to A Mother's Journey, a show that talks about motherhood and parenting and a lot more. And with me, I have a guest. By the way, I am your host today, Ami Fadera, and like I said, with me I have a guest who is a mother, a wife, and also a working mother. So before wasting my time, I will just allow her to introduce herself and we'll get into this interview. Hello, Mary. How are you?
I'm alright. Greetings, viewers.
My name is Mary Badjie. I'm a working mother and also a parent, I would say, because these two are kind of different. Yeah. So I'm glad to be here.
Thank you so much, Mary K. Badjie. Aside from Mary K. Badjie, can you please tell us a bit of who is Mary, a background so that people who are watching and doesn't know who Mary is, they will have an idea of who Mary is.
Okay, Mary is
A young girl, I would say. I started my school from Wellingham Primary, then to St. Peter's, and then to Gambia Senior Secondary. That's where I graduated. And then I did my diploma in international relations at Virtual University for International Relations. And I'm also planning on furthering my master's at the Gambia University. And I'm a mother of two, but I'm parenting actually 4 children, not just 2. So that's why I say these 2 are kind of different. I'm parenting 4 kids, but I have 2.
Kids.
So I'm a mother of 2, and I'm parenting 4.
Wow.
yeah.
As you heard from her, Mary K. Badjie is a mother and a working mother for that matter. So my first question is, how do you feel being a mother?
Actually, I think it's the best feeling ever.
Mostly people will say falling in love is the best feeling ever, but being a mother is a feeling that's extraordinary. Like I don't know how to define this kind of feeling. It's only experienced to only those that actually have the opportunity to become mothers, though many wish to be and could not. But this is a feeling that you only experience when you become a mother. It's a feeling that it helps you grow in a way, and it also changes you, and you become a different person. You become a different human being. It takes another dimension of its form. Like you become that person that's not only who you were. It's like becoming like 2 in 1, and another stage in life, and another experience of its own. Like motherhood teaches you itself. Like it comes within you, and it's a really nice feeling though, but very challenging as well. It's really challenging, and it requires a lot of patience and a lot of love. Because you need to love yourself, love the baby, and they both have to match. Because if not, if one lags behind, it affects both. So it's really hard work, I would say.
Hard work.
Hard work, yeah.
Okay. What is that one thing that stands out that makes you fall in love with being a mother?
The amazing kids. Like
Amazing kids.
kids are like angels. They're just amazing. That's the most
Beautiful part of it. Though it's hard being a mom, like the sleepless nights, the crying of the babies, breastfeeding and all that. But it's also beautiful in a sense, like you watch them grow. It's like life came out of you, and you watching it grow. It's like it's amazing. Honestly, it's lovely. And then there's something about kids when they are nursing or breastfeeding, the way they look at you, like it helps them grow in a way. Because many babies, when they are breastfeeding, they're just watching the mother, they're looking at the mother, into your eyes, and that's the first sense of humanity. Like they tend to recognize you first, among everybody, and then that's how they get to know you know, being human is like the way they're looking at you. If you're looking at them back, if you smile,
like connection.
exactly, that connection grows, and then they start smiling from there as well. So if you're a smiling mother or you are a loving and caring mom, the way the baby is growing, it's kind of like they're adopting you. They're becoming another you in their own version. So it's really lovely. It's amazing.
Yeah. You mentioned that you have 2 kids and you're parenting for. How's like having 2 kids of your own and parenting 4? How do you manage to balance this?
It's hectic and it's really crazy. I don't know how it goes.
It's something that, like, day by day, it's a new experience. It's not something that you say you're expecting this and that comes or something. It's just a day by day experience, a day by day process, and then it's challenging, very challenging though, because you have to be talking to this one, the other one is doing the same thing. You tell this one stop there, and this one is doing the same thing you're preventing the other one from doing. So it's really challenging. But another thing is, kids are like they're like virgins. Like the way you treat them and the way you bring them up, that's the way they grow. Exactly. Yeah. So if you are always annoyed or you're always angry, that anger try to reflect on them.
Pick it up.
So despite the fact that kids are stubborn, they're difficult to deal with, it's up to you, the mother, it's up to you, the parent, to be able to guide them in the way, mold them to become people that are kind and relaxed, not just aggressive always. Because there's one of my neighbors, she's always shouting at her kids, and she thinks by shouting like they will hear or they will So at the end of the day, the kids have become like danger kids. Even if she beats them, they will not hear. Even if she looks at them, they will not understand anything. Even when they know something, but because of the shouting that she does, like they will not even know what to do. Come they are lost, then pew, So it's something that is very important when it comes to bringing up children. You don't only need to shout always. Though at some point you need to raise a voice for them to realize how serious that is. But it's not about shouting at them always, and you know, it affects the kids and they will grow up becoming aggressive people and all that. But if you take it in a very kind, and kids are very smart. So the way you address them and the way you talk to them is the way they adopt.
They grow. They pick up
very fast. So if you caution them, like my kids, there are 2 boys and two girls. The 2 girls are older. The other boy is 3, heading to 4. So like mostly when they do something, I sat them like elders, like mature girls, and I'll talk to them like the way I would talk to you or any other. And sometimes I'll talk to them, they joy, they cry like they feel what I'm saying.
They feel what you're feeling.
So when that happens, like they don't do that again. When I do that, they feel emotional. They don't do that thing again. But I realize when it's something that they do and I get annoyed or hit them or like shout,
they will do it again.
It's something that they repeat. But when I sat them like mature women and talk to them, they feel guilty to an extent. They will cry. They will be like, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry." So that's kids. Like that's their life. So it's about knowing the techniques and how to tactic your way through them, and you know, bringing them without making them become violent kids. Because many kids, like you will observe, when they are playing or when they are with each other, some of them will be beating them, and there are some actions they do. You wonder where they see it from or where they got that. It has to do with the training and the upbringing. Whatever they see, they practicalize it. So if you are aggressive or you are always annoyed or you are always angry, you are a very harsh person to them, that's the way the kids will reflect on them.
Okay, we are going on to the next question. Coming back to before you became a parent, how has pregnancy been with you?
Oh my God.
What was the experience like being pregnant?
Pregnancy,
especially for the first time.
Yeah, it's a whole world of itself.
It's a whole world of itself, honestly. Because sometimes you might want to do something, and all of a sudden your mood changes, so you become someone. Sometimes you will even cry for no reason.
Wow.
Like no one did anything to you, nothing happened. You will just cry out of emotions or out of thoughts or something. It's a whole world of itself. Or sometimes maybe you might be craving a particular food. After getting it, you wouldn't want it anymore.
Again,
yeah, you wouldn't want it again. So you just give it away or pack it or something. So many people will not understand. They might think you're being, problematic or the nobody affair or something, but it's not it. It's actually pregnancy that's
hormonal changes.
Yeah,
like they said.
exactly. Especially it differs though. If it's a boy pregnancy, that is the way you behave. If it's a girl, that is the way you behave. Yeah.
Okay.
So my girl child's experience was not that bad. It was calmer than the boy. My last son's pregnancy was too much, especially the last trimester. It was hectic and it was tiring. I would want to sleep. I would not be, I will not be able to sleep, but I am sleepy and I will not be able to sleep. So it depends on the state that the baby is. If the baby is not sleeping and you want to sleep, maybe he's playing with the umbilical cord in your womb and all that.
With every step you enjoy it.
With every step, yeah, you enjoy their movements and all that. You might be tired and sleepy or you want to rest, but the baby is not ready to rest at that time.
Yeah.
So it's very important to realize when the baby is resting, so you can also rest, and when they are quiet in there, so you can also try your own quiet time to rest. Even after you give birth, the first 2 weeks and all that, it's the same thing. When the baby is sleeping and you don't sleep, when they wake up and you're tired, you want to sleep, it becomes challenging.
Yeah.
So it's a whole world of itself. Pregnancy is an experience that is amazing as well. It's really lovely. It's just for the heavy load that you have to carry.
A heavy load.
Yeah.
But then with all that, like you said, you enjoy it.
You enjoy it, and then it's amazing. You really tend to realize how great God is, and it's wonderful because you wouldn't imagine a life being within a life, and then they're eating what you eating, they're living what you living, they're like even after the babies are born, like the positions you were doing while you sleep and all that, new babies too tend to adapt their position and all that. Yeah, that's why you see many baby pictures there with positions like, and you will wonder how a baby does. Yeah, it's actually what the mother was doing during pregnancy that replaced them. Yeah.
Okay. Coming back to still when you were pregnant, did you have a natural birth or you have a cesarean?
No, I have a natural birth.
How was it?
It was kind of fast to me compared to the first one. My first one was challenging. It took longer hours. I think I was in labor for more than 15 hours on my first pregnancy. But this one was 13 hours, I would say, or less than that even. And then my mom was like, try this, drink this, use this and all that. But it was like, when I feel that when it's time, it comes. Even if you use the herb, if you use this herb, because my mom was like, jamba kasala is good, try to use it and all that. But my first pregnancy, I used jamba kasala. I used they will say if someone's labor is fast, if they give you water to drink, yours becomes fast as well. My sister, like her labor, I would say it took her like an hour, just an hour, and she will deliver. And if you waste time bringing a taxi, she will have a baby before you reach to the. So my mom was like, go and bring water for your sister so that it will be fast. So I drank that water, nothing happened. I used jamba kasala, and until after 15 hours was when my labor was due. Yeah, and then the second one was 13 hours or less than that, I think. I think it was 11 hours or so. So that one was faster than the first one. Okay. So like every baby have the way they come to the world. Every baby have their own way of coming to this world and all that. Okay. So if we tend to compare the way babies behave or the way each baby is to, this is why many women have complications, because they will feel like, you know, I've given birth several times, so this one should be easy. No, every baby comes their own way. So it's not about having the experience. It's not about, you know, being a mother several times. They all have their way of coming, so you have to get ready for that.
Okay. How was the feeling like when you were about to go into labor for the first time? Maybe scared, or were you curious to see what your baby would be like? And how was it like?
I was curious for the first time, and when labor started, I didn't know it was labor.
I didn't know it was it. So I thought it was just normal stomach pain and all that. So I drank hot water and then I went to bed. I kind of slept for like 30 minutes or so, but the pain didn't go. It continued. So gradually the pain was increasing. That was when I realized this is not just normal pain. Yeah, normal pain, because the way it started, you feel like you're kind of sleepy and the pain is there, so you just want to relax. So that was what happened to me, and I decided to go to bed. I thought it was okay. Then I felt like I'm pressed. I want to use the bathroom. I went, I came, nothing, and so I still went to bed again, and I was thinking it's just normal and it will just go by anyway. Yeah. But I didn't sleep that night actually. The pain gets more and more severe and all that. So I decided to tell my mom that I don't think this is normal pain or normal stomach pain, because and nothing and all that. Because mostly when you drink cold water, if it's normal pain, like it calms the pain and all that, yeah. But then this one was not the issue. So that was it. And then we went to the hospital. So when I got to the hospital, the nurse was like, it's labor pain, but then they didn't tell you. So I was like, what is the tail? Was I supposed to sit at home, bear the pain, bear my book a day, and then we come or something? So I feel like that tail and that, you know, sitting at home and waiting till you think it's right and then you go. It's part of the things that gives complications to women, because many nurses will advise when you feel any inconvenience or any pain or something, you go to the hospital immediately. But then others will also, I think it has to do with nurses and their attitude. So others will tell you, they're telling you and all that. So, you know, it's complicated. But then my first experience was, I was curious. I was in a hurry. I wanted to know what the labor was about. But then thank God my Akman at the end. Because I wanted to know what my baby would look like. And, you know, but then that was it. The last hours, actually, it's like you lose your memory. You don't remember every detail of what happened, because you will be dizzy, you will be tired, you will be in pain, all combined together. You will not know what you're feeling. Like you actually don't even know what you're going through at that moment. Till after you deliver, then you relax and then your mind starts to recall. But at that moment, you are in the process. You have no idea what you're going through.
Okay. All right. Going forward, what kind of support system do you have when you were pregnant?
Actually, there was no much support as I would want to, like I deserve, I would say.
It was just me, my mom, and my baby sister and all that. So the rest is just the neighbors and, you know, the old women around that will just make themselves midwives. Everyone gets pregnant. Yeah, everyone becomes a midwife and a nurse. This will tell you, don't do this, don't do that, don't go out at this time, don't do that. So that was the kind of, I would say, support that I had as a first timer. My mom was there, though she's experienced and all that, but it's never enough when it comes to pregnancy. It's never enough. That's why you need real support, and you need someone to be by your side to comfort you all the time. That's why the semester it's not easy going through all that alone. It's really challenging. So especially if your mom is not there or your mother-in-law is not there to assist, also you are alone. Because my last son, like I was alone. My mother-in-law was not around, my mom was not around. They were both in Senegal, and I was just alone on my own. I was just using the experience I had the last time, even though it's a different pregnancy and a different experience, but I was trying to match the two, and it was kind of helpful though. But the support I really needed, the care I needed from someone else different from myself was not there. So it was really challenging. It was difficult, I would say. Those were really difficult moments, because sometimes you will want to just stay in bed all day.
Okay.
But then who will do your
Who
work
will
for
do
you?
chores
Who will
for
do
you?
the chores for you? Who will do the cooking for you? And then the other kids have gone to school, so you're expecting them back. And like before, I would go, I would go and pick them up. Or I even have to change school for them and bring them nearer so that they would be coming and going by themselves, you know. So it was really challenging. It was very difficult for me. I was doing that all alone. I was doing my house chores, my cooking, going up and down and all that. It was really difficult. And sometimes if there is no water during the day, so it comes at night, you have to wake up at night and then, you know, make sure you get water. If not during the day, you don't have anything to use. So it was really challenging, especially in Sitangai. You don't even know what to wear. Oh my God. It was a hard time.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, have you experienced being pregnant in a nuclear home versus an extended family?
Yes, my first pregnancy was
like I said, it was just me, my mom, and everybody. But this pregnancy, though I was in an extended family, but everyone is in their own apartment. So yeah, it's a mind your business thing. So it was almost the same as being alone. Yeah. But then another advantage is that in this one, when you're at a stage, like you can call on someone to come and assist, or you can alert somebody. But staying alone, if my mom goes to the market, my sister goes to school and all that, so I will be alone. I will not even have a neighbor to call or something, unless if I use my phone. So those were some of the differences between the two, and being in an extended family is kind of helpful if it's a union house and all that. It's more helpful because the things that you have to do alone, you will have someone to assist you. Exactly. But then if you're staying alone or just with your mom and a sibling or something, it's more difficult. Yeah, because you're left alone at home, and from like you have something to do, one or two things.
Yeah.
You know.
What kind of hormonal changes did you experience during your pregnancies? Like what we are craving for?
Yeah, during my first pregnancy, I was craving
like salty food and citric food, like time so I would buy jabere. Dahab my father would not be enough. I would have to prepare my own dahab, add it there, yoga kani, yoga lemon, all that. I'll make sure the food is spicy and it's very salty and very sour as well. But then this pregnancy with my son, I was craving sweet food.
So
yeah, I almost finished the arbor at Al-Bihaji.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was always craving chakri and all that. I'm going to money and then I people. Mom of their way also her own, then they never chakri. So I always visit like frequently, even to mom that to do or whatsoever. I'll just visit just to get a hold of that chakri and all that. So then when they realize the chakri more they in, so that my dad so small you smart them in so they head in the magisat. Yeah. So it's a different when I was pregnant with a girl, I was craving salty food and all that. And I would make sure never like a kakitane, I don't eat spice that much. But during that pregnancy I ate spice, I ate lime, oh my god,
almost because of
exactly, yeah. And no matter how you cook pepper soup or caldo, I'll still add lemon and spice and all that. Eat told to be served, make sure we follow and yeah. But then for the boy, I was just buying sweet food, jela chakri ardo and then yogurt and all that. He deferred wonjo, like my fridge never lacked wonjo and juice and all that.
Okay.
So I'm always drinking something nice, something sweet and all that. Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about your doctor's visit. How was it when you were pregnant with both babies, comparing them? How was
it was my first experience. So I was a JDC, I would say. So I didn't know how to like how to assist the doctor in trying to like check me and all that. But the second one, when I go, my egal suma boba, I'm not before scanning and all that, check meso baby and all that. I was doing it myself. But at first the doctor would be directing me and be egal, togal and different. So it was It was a learning experience, I would say. Yeah, because I was learning at the same time doing it. So, but the second one, I was already, used to the system and knew what to do and how to go about it. Yeah, it was easier.
Okay, what can you share with the viewers about birthing in the Gambia? How is it compared to what you see in films or what do you see in other countries?
Oh my God. I wish the Gambia will get advanced to an extent, yeah.
Women will really, because even the bed you are putting back to even is not even soft, it's not even comfortable enough for you, for the constructions and all that, compared to the beds I will see on movies. Or because most of my friends that I follow on YouTube, when they are doing their bad vlog and all that, it's a very big and comfortable bed, and some of them will have water bath or home bath, so it's a comfortable bed and all that. Even at the hospital, everything is set and prepared for you. But in the Gambia, ini sa siyo minus. Ini sa siyo minus. Malani and small boki poli ak sere then ini malani nylon, malani degeri dizzy and all. And the baby is still soft and thin skin be So ending with something that is pure cotton and soft for them. Because not everyone knows that. So no special way so label, wala so was in the wale malanga, in the wale minus and all that. So they would just go and buy any malanga from the market and bring it. Yeah. So it's different from the external world where in Nyumyora provider all that. You in the soft stuffs that the baby need and what the mother needs. They even cater for you what you're supposed to eat before and after bath and all that. Because nobody follows in videos. When I was doing that for experience, put my time at my house, because I was looking at the way they were, going through their pregnancy stage up to delivery. So I was trying to adopt the things that I can afford at my level and the ones I can do for myself. Till I realized, because even this, when I had my second child, when I was going to labor, my bag, she was surprised. She was like, I was like, this is my second child. So like, can more like explain a little about all that, because mostly the type of things that the women will bring and what I brought was different. So when I was busy on YouTube trying to see what they do and all that, so comparing giving back to the Gambia and giving back outside or to the modern world is really different. It's far different, I would say. Because even the way the nurses will approach you outside and in the Gambia, because the way I watch their videos and the way their nurses and their doctors talk to them, the way they comfort you, the way they calm you, like you feel less pain, you feel less stress. But we lost the Gambia. So all that. Imagine you're in pain and you're not stress. No, see what I'm saying. They stress or excess. So one for Nigerian, they bring their sauna and when they go through in labor, it all contributes to that. Because do not even mind that comfort zone. Because when I follow bad vlog, it was 2 weeks before Mansuma time. Even where she was giving birth, there was a kind of music played just to calm her down. So imagine, I was imagining myself being when I couldn't. I was like, oh my God, now because the environment is conducive, the environment is comfortable and relaxed for you. You feel less pain, and then when you come, even if you come early, they know how to deal with you to make sure you wait your due time. So they will prepare you ahead. So your bed and everything is set for you. Wifi, your minus would have and all that. And if you don't have the money to pay cleaners, you go back home with them. So today they are here to the hospital for 1 or 2 days. And I'm putting and all that. So all that they contribute to health factors, because that's a healthy wood and it's not hygienic even. So the guy is in the outside world, it's a different case. Needle put in the ECO minus, Imalan, you can have no disorder of no Sagoro or Merbula Bunge, Neka, the Daufi, like everything is prepared ahead of time before you. So it's really a different experience. It's far from one. suma xarit yi ma gis ñoom ñu ñoo def seen YouTube because then you even have a time to maybe ku nga àndal to take videos and all that.
Yeah.
But fii sa mobile sa doo dugga moom si labor wall you don't even have time no si duñ la ko may sa you it's really a hell out there. Honestly, dafa métti. So man I don't blame you. They prefer to send doom yi si kër bi than going to the hospital. Maybe duñ dee face and duñ dee jàppoo there. Yeah, moo dee tax dañ dee prefer ñu am ko seen kër at a quiet time, comfortable. Suñ paree dem na order. But then the health issues
Even the
matters
same.
on that. Yeah. Exactly, the health issues si loolu noonu tamit dafay naa affect because su dee da nga need ñu yokkal la deret or su dee you are bleeding continuously and all that balaa nga rush hospital it's something else so it's still not safe but su dee foo xam ne comme man suma benn xarit like I said on YouTube moom dafa oo doctor bi at their home so the doctor came with 2 nurses to assist him so moom it was okay. If it's a situation like that, that's fine because I'm a health expert assist. But depending on the home midwives and Mary and all that, it's risky.
Okay, what kind of support did you receive from your husband during childbirth?
No support except video call and phone call because he's not around.
Okay.
So I was being my husband of my own and my wife of my own at the same time because it was just me and myself. Yeah, so there was no husband support, there was nothing. Especially like I don't think even if he was around, I would have gotten the support that I needed because not every African man knows how to support a pregnant wife or nursing mother. I'm in that actually because then I realized that mostly when the wife gets pregnant, so I guess in last trimester, either they go yobu sisan goro or yobu siyayam, konobato. They call it konobato. So you go there and do konobato at your mother's place or your mother-in-law, and someone that can assist you. So it's really we are yet to get there. So I need then ample, come up with a lesson or try to bring up something that will help them learn and realize they really need to take part in the process. And I think Jame Foundation is doing well with that because so many more start then they like many so if you come with your husband, don't they run, you don't lie, don't have them straight. But if you come alone, no matter how long. So that's a way of encouraging many men to be there and also come on your due day, so they may label them. Then they advise them as a so even so they may ask a or any other person unless if it's your husband but if it's someone else they don't go. So I think that is also helpful. It helps men to because suma bena co-worker mom never realized after jabaram boom deliver mom one with her throughout the process. Dafa am more yermande to jigeni than before. After boom gise jabaram the pain boom go through like boom don't you was labor world be like bringing out life is not an easy thing. So dafa am more yermande si jigen than before. Dafa banbe like so you do a public transport motor su fesse da ko jaral mom mu wacc jigen duga or and hanga. So it really contributed a lot to his livelihood. So I think it's a good thing that we get them involved. But I'm like body Gambia, you busy to hustle with them to bring something to the table. Exactly, yeah. Or especially typical Jola tradition, it's a taboo put go teams or all that. Yeah, so it's very difficult, and I hope we get there someday. But bringing some men on board, the family it's really very challenging.
All right. How was it like taking care of when you were born during the first 3 weeks?
My first baby, my mom was assisting. Mom was 1 month, and then I took over. But my son, I did everything on my own myself. The first bathing, the second baby told me. So it's a matter of, don't worry, because if you're not ready to do it, it's scary because babies are fragile. So it was very challenging, and then because here they are tiny, you don't know how to do it. But then if you have the experience, it helps. It helps. So danga am pour nega yaay bu dëgër fit tamit nga déggal sa bopp because man suma wujji peccor go bi moom ba léegi she has 4 kids te ba léegi she cannot even bathe her kids ba xanaa ñu dem ba am 1 year su ñu amee 1 year la leen dee mën a sanga mu defal leen but if not she will need help for that. So imagine you were staying alone and then amuloo fit bi pour defal ko sa bopp it's really challenging. So I realized that suma ko defut kenn du ko def. I have to do it, yeah. So dama ko def and then I think I'm becoming an expert in it. I have to do everything myself. Mako sanga, mako massage, dampa ko kerite bi and all that.
Yeah.
So dampa vitamin it's another thing of its own because so I'm on how to do it. Then do another So yeah. It's a learning process though, but then I'm fit to go deaf.
Oh, okay. How did you decide whether to breastfeed or use the formula?
I decided to breastfeed because I feel that breastfeeding gives more connection to me and my baby than using the formula. Yeah, because I feel that this is more human. It's more because like it's not a bad thing using the formula because not every mother have breast milk when they are breastfeeding. One can understand that stage, but then if you have breast milk and choose not to breastfeed as well, is something that I would not encourage because breastfeeding is also another connection, another level of motherhood that it helps the child grow.
And it gives
exactly, yeah, it gives you connection and it makes them more human. Danga setlu hale bo xamne dañ ko breastfeed and ko xamne they use formula nun they behave nun they mature and the way they act is different. Suma bena cousin mon formula will use because I'm on breast milk, but hale yambi is not as smart as the second child bo xamne daf ko nampal. They're very different and therefore ne hale yoy non bokut because comme kele yanko jo different type of milk, I would say animal milk maybe. So behavior be do make a human as if comme ko xamne dafa nampa maybe nit. Hanga do they need it that much? Dafa am lu dey dess ci xale. So man I would prefer breastfeeding than using formula because so they breastfeed xale bi daf dey gëna nité and then num la xolé di nampa it grows daf ko dey def more human than the other kids yo xamne they use formula on them. So it's advisable to breastfeed and to just use formula unless if you don't have a breast milk. Yeah.
Okay. So how did you decide to take care of your baby at an early age? How did you? What did you think that you start teaching your baby manners and all those stuff?
Well, I don't think there is a time for that because baby be no more growing. This the experience, that's how they grow. It's part of them. So from the initial stage, from day one, even so they come maybe mostly anybody than they from the wahad baby. It's just if you of love or it's madness. When I talk to my babies, the never hang like and then you realize there are some actions and some words when you're doing they can whole as if they are learning.
Yeah.
So because babies are they have a very sharp IQ. You also forget that I have been 1 year or 2 years it's too late. They do the same with so you don't need to wait till they grow up. That's why it becomes difficult. So but from the initial stage, because even so I'm the way and all that. So it all helps them. Even had been more joyous because yanko kana you're playing while you're doing what you're doing and at the same time. So the baby mother halabi a lot. The ladies na halabi they get smart and then come you body then they just keep quiet. But even when the baby is crying, you still talk to them, you still sing for them, people are calm and all that. So they contribute to yari halabi and nakala mo ban façon nit la mo grow up to be so hare be guy it could be very difficult and very challenging. They didn't understand.
Yeah.
But single meaning from a very from a very tender age, the people in judo ni make a lead. First guy didn't mean a voice me, didn't mean a action see, didn't have no way. So in time didn't guy tell a janga wa tell and all that, yeah. Because law wa guy didn't go the same thing, law that didn't go empty. So there's no time to wait for babies in order to start bring them up. Yeah.
Okay. What kind of activities do you engage your kids in?
Normally, then they have a home routine, I would say. So mostly si suba suma joge like my baby will wake up in the morning, early morning of course, but then duma ko dee sanga that time, so dama ko dee bàyyi ba mu nelaw the second time ma doga man ma def lu ma def. So da nga gis ne man when I prepare magami pour dem school and all that, and then ma defar néeg bi defar néew wala ma pare dina fekk moom second round nag bi jeex na, then ma sanga ko at that time. So man dama ko def as a routine su jógee si suba ida ma boot ko o magami nekk di ko foyal si lal bi while I do something else and get them prepared for school, and then moom mu nekk di foyantu all that balaa mu commencé jooyi sewi pour nelaw. So su nelawee rek dama ko just tëddal, then man ma continue lu ma def and then send these ones off to school, then ma ñëw continue ak moom su eewee around 10 or 9 yooyu noonu, then ma sanga ko.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So but for magami ñoom suñu wàccee school dem nañ ba miin ko ñoom they know what to do. duma leen dee waxal sax. Yeah. At first dama leen dee explain na comme soo wàccee nga dem put sa bag yi where it's supposed to be, jël sa homework bi def ko, and then so they know the routine that they're supposed to follow when they come. So ñoom duma dee sonn much about them. It's just a matter of following to see if they're doing it right or not. But ñoom they already know what to do because miin nañ ko since dañ adapt to it. So it's just about the newborn baby. We want to issue be put couple of put come up as he's growing and all that. Yeah.
Okay. So what be? I think that you prepare the other ones you go to school, and at the same time you take care of the younger one, which is the baby Muhammad, and then at the same time you work. How do you manage to balance all this, taking care of the kids, making them preparing them to go to work, school, and at the same time prepare yourself to go to work and take care of Muhammad? How do you balance all those at once?
Mostly, half the preparation I do it at night when they are sleeping.
Okay.
Today I need to do general cleaning because dama carpet suma tile so that I will not have to nekk di fobere every day. So dama fa def carpet nga gis ne it's easier to deal with than tile bi fobere bi and all that. So most of the chores yoo xam ne mun naa ko def the following night. So si guddi gars yi when they are all asleep man dinaa jóg ma defar néeg bi clean up, food luma wara food, make sure I do everything that I'm supposed to do. Sometimes I might even talk as a goodie boo, and get everything in the fridge. So then I guess when you watch a new name, the matanga and yeah. So mostly the mother have half of the day this goodie. So when I wake up in the morning, it's just about refreshing them, new solo, because then they want solo and go singing uniform. So my game I take a bobam silalbi. So everyone knows the small boss, and then new solar and boba while I take care of myself, my prepare and all that. You name me solo one load and that's it. So nyom then they G to them school. So when I'm having their last game is and then they got last guy. So nyom swing them I even have ample time to even get more focus on what I'm doing. Then my prepare my time sumo. So but I'm having the job mo sanga that they fake man solo na be pere be magene mo ko wara sola na all that pack na bag bi be pere. So mom su joge dama ko sanga rek masola go and then we step out.
Wow. All right. Coming to raising a child, what do you think that men are doing that they should do in raising a child?
Well, I think men are not doing enough like what they're supposed to do, because when it comes to raising a child, it takes two perspectives. Like the mother has a perspective to do with the child, that is the connection and all that, but the father also have a role to play. So if the father is not assisting the mom, the child is not seeing that from the dad and all that. So the kid will only see you at night when you close or early in the morning before you leave and all that. That bond is not there, that connection is not there. So when that child grow up, do they have that fear of a parent or fear of a father or degasakado and all that? More than we find it very difficult to have kids you legally send papa or send parents like compared to before, because the connection is not there, the bond is not there. Imagine a guy more change diaper, more sanga halabi, more damper, more take care and all that. If the dad was assisting, so the guy is the baby will get used to two faces. Yeah. They don't have the chemo, papa be chemo, they did not get adapted to that system like faster and the farmer it's not only this one, it's this one. The guy is in a situation where papa bisuwa but yeah bisuwa it's because of the bond they have, the big time and all that. So I think men should also try to create time in their busy schedule to give their babies a chance, to give them to get used to them, to get adapted to them. Even if you during weekends so free and all that, munga bots but African men like they see that as a woman thing. So because most of the things they could categorize as if even changing diapers, they feel like it's a woman thing. So be more and all that. But there are certain details you have to go. You're so what if you're not helping the mom, you're helping yourself and helping the baby. So the young is get used to that. Like this is the connection. Then I guess even come so like that, do find it difficult to come to you and tell you I need this or I want this. But today I be anything look me the father say I. So go more than they be feel or more respect, but it's not that. It has to do from the initial stage. Towards you, or the money. It's easier to go to the mom than to the dad.
Yeah.
So they then need to double up their efforts and then come up.
All right. What would you call success in raising a child?
Success in raising a child is I would say a child that can survive anywhere in the society. Then bring up anyway. Anywhere they go, they fit in. That's what I feel is success. It's not about training them and taking them to school and giving them what they need. It's not only about that. It's about also seeing the impact that you have put in them. Seeing that come so and they have mom don't hey bye, hey Togal, hey Emma. The child is already trained at home. So and their mom, mungi comfortable, mungi talk, mungi behave and do neka di lalan to di or di def. It's part of lo xamne xale bi lolu mako yare so su magale ak lolu nonu and then yang ko jangal liggey tamit mu ngi mun everything da nga gis xale bobu nonu fum dem dafa fit in the society. So you're not being a proud parent because sa dom bi dafa am a degree or jangal nga ko bam graduate and all that. That's not about parenting. That's not the only thing it takes. It's also about the child being disciplined enough to fit in the society. In anywhere they go, they can fit in. Them, they know how to talk to elders, they know how to approach people, they know how to behave and how to respond. Then I guess my kids, sometimes I don't just need to talk. Looking at them alone, they know what I mean. Just by looking at them, they know what I mean. So they stop whatever they are doing and they understand what I say without even uttering a word. So it's all part of success in parenting and bringing up children as well. So so say hale then I guess need to follow them everywhere or to be worried about them. My kids like the way they behave with strangers outside, like don't just follow anyone or don't just just anyone pulling or at random and all that. So the man trained to be very conscious and very, very aware of the society to an extent. I'm comfortable when they go by themselves to school or when they are coming back at home because I know what I've impacted in them and I'm not even worried that they might run into some trouble or something, and they know how to be careful when they are walking in the street and all that. So there are so many details that you put in a child. It helps them become very, very responsible people at a very early age. Because my neighbor would be like, hey, you definitely. But after they do it, they'll be like, hey, suddenly more definitely and all that. So they clean up that system from a very early stage. No, it's not abusing them though, but it's about teaching them this responsible. And kids enjoy doing that. Like when you send them to do this, or when you tell them, okay, you're rasal casting in the way, or your bubal fini, or your yogurt ball, or your bully. So they enjoy doing that. Then they feel part of the house, and so they have fun doing that. So soon and all that. Then they're active. Then they help send IQ vitamin, makes them smarter and very, very,
Yeah. This question is, by the way, is the part of this school, but I feel it's necessary to ask you. They're getting healthy about it. 70 children, to say is about 83 and still counting. And as a mother, when that news broke out there, how did you feel at first? Because I am a halabunda, young age in a slum. How did you feel at that moment?
I was shocked. I would say parents panic, I would call it. The panic on because I was like, hope these medicines were not part of what I gave. because it was just the time they gave my baby the 2 months injections in so he was crying and all that. So obviously I needed a painkiller for him. I needed paracetamol syrup or something. Then my day news I was like, oh my god, mom, I was like, I hope it's not the mom put there was pharmacy to go and find out if I'm safe or not, because you can never tell. And then also on another hand, I really felt bad. I felt sorry for the parents of those kids, because imagining the pain they went through, labor bisi bopam, sohla bopam, the pregnancy be, all the pain, don't have no today, you don't even know how to behave and all that. Compiling all that pain together, and then at the end of the day, your baby is just gone, just like that, and nothing happens, nothing is done. Oh my God, it's unbearable. It's really unbearable. I imagine putting myself in the shoe of those mothers, honestly. Like I cannot imagine the pain they are feeling, you know, after all they have been through, and how lovely babies are. You already used to your baby for months or for days, even for weeks, and then all of a sudden they are normal. It's really painful. It's really something that I can't imagine going through, honestly. Yeah, it's really, and my condolences to all those mothers, and then let them take heart, and I hope God will be there for them to help them, comfort them, and then, you know, see them through, because it's not an easy journey for them. It's not an easy journey. It's really painful, and it's very sad that they're facing all this. And then the fact that we are still counting is really scary, because all mothers are you know, scared right now, because you don't know if your baby is the next victim or not, which is something that I don't think we should joke with or play with. It's not a play matter or a minor issue or something that we can just compromise. This is a very serious, because even the way it is reported in the outside world, the news are BBC, France 24, and all that. The way they are serious about this news, and the way we Gambians are handling it is very difficult. My auntie had to call me all the way from France, and she was like, seriously, you guys are not doing anything about this? And no pharmacy is locked down yet, no one is arrested, nothing is done. Are you guys joking? Like, this is the lives of how many children you're joking with? This is serious. So I was like, so we don't know. And she was like, make sure you don't give the babies any medicine, even if it's not from India or from any company. Also, make sure you don't give them anything. So in another way, this is also a challenge, that because sometimes you know that you don't know what to give them, you don't know how to assist them, because maybe one can understand after it will suppress. But then that. So it's really hard, it's really challenging. And I hope the government will look into this and see how to address this issue, because they really need, though they cannot repay the mothers, they cannot comfort them enough. But I think they should not neglect this issue as well, adding more pain to them. I think they should handle it the right way, and make sure, you know, there is fair justice for these babies who are born, and for their mothers to also have, you know, a very a calmly mourning for their babies, because the family honestly. So I hope government will consider this, and then see how best they can assist those mothers, and make sure they stop this and it doesn't happen again. Because for the fact that we are still counting, it means this is ongoing, because you will not know which medicine to buy for which, you don't know which is which. Even if they have shown the ones that we should use and the one we should not use, still and not every mother is educated, not every parent will read the content of the medicine before giving it to their kids. So for parents. So government should assist and step in a bold way that lead a fast stop.
Okay, on to my last question. In another lifetime, would you rather be a male or female, and why?
In another lifetime, I would rather be a mom.
Again.
Why? I'll be a female, because I enjoy doing it. I enjoy being a mom. It's amazing. It's something that, it's an experience. Like, you cannot explain it unless you experience it. So it's a really good feeling, and I don't get tired of being with my babies and being with my kids and all that. It's fun being with them. So over and over and over again. You know, she's being a mom, she's being a female again and again. Yeah,
okay.
Honestly, because I don't want to miss out this fun.
Alright. Now your final words to the viewers and especially mothers who are watching right now.
I would say let's be more motherly and more, because parenting and being a mother is actually kind of different, though it's the same thing, but there's a bit of difference in between. You know, you can be a parent and not be able to be a mom. You can be a mom and not be able to be a parent to that child that you're a mother to. So let's be more motherly to our kids, and let's be, you know, more loving and caring to them. They need more attention and more love. And then let's be very careful to the house nurses and the house midwives out there. They might mislead you, and you might end up doing to your baby or giving them something that you're not supposed to give them. You cannot compare all the babies and say, Kili la defon dom and be and it works. So you can be, oh, this is what I did to my baby. So if you do it to your baby, it will work and all that. Babies are different, and they have the way they come to the world. They have their way of, even Nunde Jaftesa is different. So you cannot compare all that and, you know, think what works for one baby will work for another baby. Yeah. So I'll advise mothers to be very, very sensitive to their babies and know what the baby requires and what the baby needs from what they want and all that. If not, if you get misled by the house midwives and the home nurses, you might mess up and give complications to your kids. So I will not advise any mom to, you know, just take any advice. Or some would be like, when it's too hot and you're overcrowding the baby with solal koluneka, lomosko and all that, mungi tanga, the baby is crying, and then mu am pimple tanga all that, wow, yara mbangero, you know, jahatula, utal hobi jahatu ngadoka and all that, or batansela and all that. It's not that. Tanga, it's affecting the baby.
They're still following those
exactly. Yeah. So twin mommy then you rayon dina karité dina toy e blomas la be nga buga de dina ñaxa fofu nonu you still surviving, but not now. Yeah, not now nga xamné dika bi dafa condense, like ñu ngi dëkk fu nekk mu ngi fees mu ngi gën a tànga with that heat nga bëgg a lomas xale bi si biir bambatuloo bi and all that. It's too much. So let's be careful on all those aspects. You know, hey, bu ko taalal fan bi ki xamul loolu fu jógee moo gën a tànga. But you cannot compare the condition bu nekkoon si womb bi dan bu mu génnee, because loolu time la bu mu génnee foofu noonu génnal. So you cannot still think ne the way he was surviving here survive outside. Yeah. So let's be careful of all those things, and you know, let's learn our babies and know, you know, the type of babies they are, because munga do sadoms and they are different. The experience you have with the first one and the second one will not be the same. So you cannot think ne ila defaron Adam harama defar ko awa dina work and all that. Every baby is a special one. Every child is a different child. So you cannot, you know, compare and then do the same thing for them and all that. So it's up to us, the moms, to take up the challenge and then, you know, not know what is good for our babies and how to handle that.
Thank you very much, Mary, for honoring our invitation and for we're sorry for the trouble. Okay, viewers, that's all we have for you. Thank you so much. That's all we have for you in this episode, the second episode of A Mother's Journey with me, Abby Padera. Until we come your way next week, it's a bye from me.